Okay, so now I can talk. Bill, you'll be happy to know that Love and War event, a reoccurring event, had been the scheduling had run out on Facebook after a year. You can only schedule for a year, and then they just run out. They don't let you know though that they've run out. So I was there today and saw it, and I rescheduled it for another year for Love and War.
Which year is that?
Our year, the 23. I guess it ran out in 22, or maybe it ran out in January of 23 or something. So we've got that rescheduled on Facebook to show up in the events, and then the monthly meeting had run out too. So I need to reschedule that too for the next year. But I'm gonna turn it over to Bill Martin. I'm going to let you introduce our host for tonight, Bill.
Okay. Before we do that, our host will be Keith, won't it?
No, never
Who's our
mind.
host? Oh, Barbie, are you our host tonight? Yes, and it'll be a pleasure to introduce you to Barbie.
No, it's not. It's not me.
It's not.
Hey,
Okay, let's
everybody
see.
out there on Facebook, this is DSA's virtual open mic every Wednesday. I hope you will join us. You can join us tonight on Zoom, or you can join us any Wednesday. And Bill, why don't you introduce our host for tonight, Mr. Ace Pounder?
Okay.
I thought I did last week. I'm happy to do it.
I thought this was my week. I thought I had.
Oh,
this
is
is
it?
no,
Oh,
this is
okay.
Keith's week. Yeah.
Sorry, it's Keith's week.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to introduce Mr. Ace Pounder, who is going to introduce Mr. Keith Dodson.
It is my pleasure and prayer privilege to read. Well, let's see. Let me hand me the envelope. The envelope says Keith Dodson. Take it away.
And I'll introduce to you first our lineup manager to tell me who came in and when. I've got myself leading off, and I assume Barbara is next.
Yeah, I was before Bill. I beat Bill tonight.
Yeah, Ace was before me.
Yeah, so it was me, and then Ace and Bill.
I was last.
Got the rest.
Me, Barbara, Ace, Bill,
Wayne and
Wayne. Oh, there it is.
So you, Barbara, Ace, Bill. Okay, so I'm number 4.
And Stephen. And you'll have to bear with me tonight. I can't see real well. I had eye surgery yesterday, so.
Isn't that supposed to make you see better?
Eventually. But it's got to heal first. And then they've also got to go in and take a wrinkle out of my retina. So that'll be a separate procedure. Okay. Well then, without further ado, this is the Dallas Songwriters Association weekly online open mic. Those of you on Facebook, welcome. Those of you watching later on YouTube or Facebook, welcome to y'all. Thanks for watching. And we'll get started tonight, and I'll lead it off. And this is a song about a story my grandfather told me back when I was a kid. Just a coming back from fishing down the old North Idaho road. Grandpa asked, do you see the tallest tree in that there grove? Around the bottom of that tree stands an old wrought iron fence with the graves of 3 horse thieves hanged there for that offense. Well, he didn't know their names, and he didn't know what year. The story is a remnant and the details are not clear. My dad doesn't remember where, but as a kid he'd seen the tree. He grew up with the story of the Grayson County Three. Or were the Grayson County Three really different from you and me? Did they leave any loved ones behind? Was there a trial with a judge, or was it just a grudge with vigilante justice intertwined? Well, I don't get back there often. I've never seen that tree. Guess that's just as well, 'cause it's on private property. But every now and then the thought occurs to me, can I dig up the whole story of the Grayson County Three? Or were the Grayson County Three really different from you and me? Did they leave any loved ones behind? Was there a trial with a judge, or was it just a grudge with vigilante justice intertwined? Yeah, the Grayson County Three are on my mind. Thank you, thank you. And now, our founder emeritus, Miss Barbe McMillen.
All right. Hello. Oh, it's been a goofy week this week. Goofy. But here we are at our regular open mic on Wednesday nights. And I'm going to do a song I haven't done in a while because I need to do it or I'll forget it. I keep forgetting these songs. I get lost in the smell of the ocean for hours while you're planning the day, as you're taking your shower, while I dive into my day, rushing to give it my all. You're pacing yourself and catching my fall. Like opposite moons, we're opposite moons. We see the world through two different views. To get the picture, I depend on you, my opposite moon. You make my dreams come true. Night after night, at dinner I chatter, but the glaze in your eyes shows me none of it matters. There's so many things that are important to me. You help me see my priorities. 'Cause we're opposite moons, opposite moons. We see the world through two different views. To get the picture, I depend on you, my opposite moon. You make my dreams come true. I'm independent, yet dependent on your love. You're strong and confident, that I can be sure of. Through the years, you built the life of my dreams. Opposite moons, we're opposite moons. We see the world through two different views. To get the picture, I depend on you, my opposite moon. Opposite moon. opposite moons. We see the world through two different views. To get the picture, I depend on you, my opposite moon. You make my dreams come true. My opposite moon. You lassoed the moon and made my dreams come true. Thanks.
You add so much class to this show.
Right.
Very good.
I'm so classy.
And now, to add to our class for this evening,
Only insofar as I graduated from high school.
well, that's classy enough for me.
That was the class of what?
Class of 75.
Oh,
No,
wow.
class of 71, as a matter of fact.
Oh, 71. It was one of those years.
Yeah,
Anyway,
75 was college. So.
here's our very own Ace Pounder.
Well, because it was a year ago that the obscenity of the war in Ukraine began, I've got, tonight I'm going to do stuff about the war in Ukraine. But I'm going to start off with my dedication to my least favorite dictator. This is a song that was suggested by a gentleman named Alexei Navalny, who, as the loyal opposition in Russia, is somewhere in a Siberian prison. Great system. Anyway, it turns out that they tried to poison him, and he did all this research after he survived, but he did all this research and he found out that what they had done was put poison in his underwear, which he thought was hilarious. And so he started to refer to the he who shall be not be named as Vladimir the Poisoner of Underpants. He's riding a horse without wearing a shirt. You can tell he's a hell of a man. He poses with tires and kicks at the dirt. He can do things that nobody can. All are in awe when he walks through the halls. His enemies, they have no chance. The people, they call him Vladimir. Vladimir the Poisoner of Underpants. Vladimir the Poisoner of Underpants. His potions will drive you insane. He'll mess with your drawers so the poison can flow straight from your balls to your brain. So don't say a word to nobody, or Vlad will weaponize your crotch. He won't even have the damn decency to wade and poison your scotch. So don't mess with Vlad the Impaler, or he'll run you through with a lance. That's why they call him Vladimir. Vladimir the Poisoner of Underpants. Vladimir the Poisoner of Underpants. His potions will drive you insane. He'll mess with your drawers so the poison can flow straight from your balls to your brain. With all lack of affection.
Who signed your guitar?
Oh, that's Bobby Bear.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, this is a story. I don't want to take anybody's time, but the story behind this is that I entered a thing on Songwriters magazine, and it was this thing where you name the 10 records that you'd want on a desert isle or something like that. And so I have fairly eclectic taste, and I thought, I'll do that. So I did it, and they printed it, the next edition, and I thought that was really cool. And then a month later, I get a phone call saying, you won the contest. I said, excuse me. I said, you won the contest, you get a guitar. So, and it's signed by Bobby Bear, and I thought that was pretty cool. So I expected basically a piece of crapola as a guitar that it was just signed by Bobby Bear. Well, it comes in this really unpromising, just, it's been used 15 times box, and I open it up, and it's this really good case. I thought, that's interesting to have this great case for this piece of crap guitar. I open it up, it's this master built guitar that is just wonderful, and it's my finger pick. It became my finger pick guitar, and so I use it to this day. But yeah, it's signed by Bobby Bear. That probably makes it worth something. I don't know. Bobby Bear is a wonderful writer.
So was Bobby on your list?
No. Although nothing against him, but
Yeah.
he wasn't up there with John Coltrane or John Hartford. What can I tell you?
Oh, okay. Well, those are good choices there too. So.
My dearly departed husband used to sign autographs for Bobby Bear.
Oh,
Huh.
he signed guitars?
I don't know if he ever signed a guitar or not, but he signed a lot of photos. He looked like Bobby Bear, and we
Really?
were backstage one night at Billy Bob's, and Bobby Bear was playing, and we were backstage. There were people all asking Don for his autograph. It was funny.
Did you sign it, Bobby Bear?
Yeah. Oh,
Or-
yeah.
or
He
Don
signed
the
it.
Bear?
He signed it, Bobby Bear.
Should have misspelled it, Bobby Bear. Look at it later on.
Put omelettes over the A.
All right. Thank you, Ace. And now it is time for our most colorful shirt award of the evening, Mr. Bill Martin.
Yep. One thing I can always do is I can trust in this shirt to bring it. Summertime was hot and muggy. Summertime was overgone. Summertime gave way to fall, and summertime is gone. And summertime is gone. Is gone. Winter seasons in my life are wasted times I wandered through. Feels like every fall now I'll look back and think of you. But summertime is gone. Is gone. Was anybody ever there to time is gone, is gone, is
Very nice, Bill. Very nice.
Thank you. Thank you.
And next we have on our evening of, I was going to say international fare, but I think we're all pretty domesticated. Who's next? Oh, Wayne Gathwright.
I have a different setup tonight, so I just want to check, make sure y'all can hear me okay. Anybody hear that? Oh, good. Okay, I saw a thumb. I was staring out the window on a New York City tour, wishing I was looking at my pasture full of cow manure. I ain't knocking these people here, they just talk a little strange, but I'd rather be talking Texan at my sweet home on the range. They say a blizzard's coming, it's snowing out nonstop. I crashed my truck with the taxi before I even drank a drop. Then walking to this bar, I fell on my butt twice. Apparently these cowboy boots weren't engineered for ice. Give me a shot of Texas and a bottle of Lone Star beer. I might as well start drinking if I have to stay way up here. I ain't no winter Texan, I'm a Texan all damn year. So give me a shot of Texas and a bottle of Lone Star beer. I'm supposed to be at my cousin's wedding right at 3, but I'm sitting at this bar 'cause the Cowboys are on TV. I'm looking around and all I see is glass and concrete. Man, I'm feeling down, I miss Wasatch and Mesquite. Give me a shot of Texas and a bottle of Lone Star beer. I might as well start drinking if I have to stay way up here. I ain't no winter Texan, I'm a Texan all damn year. So give me a shot of Texas and a bottle of Lone Star beer. There's a pretty little thing without a ring, all dressed in white. But there's my cousin's cousin, her future husband on her right. I guess we have more in common than some people think. Here's a toast to the bride and the groom-to-be. Let's all have another drink. Give 'em a shot of Texas and a bottle of Lone Star beer. We might as well keep drinking since all of us are here. I ain't no winter Texan, I'm a Texan all damn year. So here's a toast to Texas and another toast to beer. So here's a toast to Texas and another toast to beer. Thank you.
Can't have too many Texas songs, in my opinion. Very good, Wayne.
Thanks.
Sorry about that. And
Got to
finally,
unmute.
am I unmuted?
Got to unmute. I was clapping, but
Oh,
nobody
okay.
could hear me.
All right. And finishing up our lineup for this evening is the Doc of Rock himself, Mr. Stephen Troum.
Hello, everybody. Good to be here. So I'm kind of excited. As a lot of you know, I have a band, the Traumatics, and we mostly play the Fort Worth music scene, rock and roll. But I just booked our first gig in Dallas for May 19th. It's a Friday at O'Reilly's Bar, which is like in the north part of Dallas. I don't know if you've heard of it or not, but we're playing at 9 o'clock, not too late. And if you go and tell the door person that you're seeing us, the Traumatics, it's a $10 cover, but if you tell them you're seeing us, I'll give you your $10 back.
Hey, that's where Alan goes for open mic on Tuesday nights, I think.
Oh, really?
He
To
doesn't.
O'Reilly's?
There is an open mic there on one of the nights.
Okay.
Alan Larson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I know. Well, tonight, as some of you may or may not know, Poor David's Pub is having their live open mic tonight, and John Mason is one of the featured artists, so that may be where some of our brethren are.
We know that's where Alan is, and we suspect Harry's there as well.
Could be. But I am not. I'm here with you guys, and I'm going to sing a song that has recently enjoyed some increased airplay. It's called Blood on My Knees, and it's basically a bad relationship song. blood on my knees, as recently heard on Rock Rage Radio.
All right. Fantastic. Now, tomorrow night is Love and War, is it not?
That is so. That's true. Bill, are you wearing your red shirt to Love and War tomorrow night? Just a minute, maybe.
I haven't thought through it yet. I might, but if I'm wearing it tonight, it might take away some of its luster.
Oh,
Yeah, you gotta change
Okay.
wardrobe.
I trust your judgment, so I might very well wear it tomorrow. You'll
you
know
have-
how influential you are on me if I wear it tomorrow.
you have other colorful shirts, so I imagine. So,
Not as colorful as this one.
This-
Everywhere
that's
I
the
go,
best
I get
one.
a compliment on it. I got it from my wife's friend's husband. He was giving away some of his shirts, and I wound up with it.
oh, that's good.
But you have a sparkly blazer, if I do recall.
Oh, now that would be a killer combination.
Yeah,
I
there
think
you
that
go.
might be the way to go.
There you go.
There you go.
That's me. And it's
So-
not even my turn.
So just quick, Stephen, you were running through a audio interface.
Uh-huh.
Was your red light showing at all? It sounded like it was. You were a
Was I
little bit.
clipping?
Yeah, it sounded like you were. I don't know. What does anybody else think?
Could be.
His
It
level's a
didn't
little higher than
distort,
everybody
but
else, but
I
it
had my
didn't sound
headphones
bad.
like this because if they were like that, it would have been too loud, and it's too
Yeah.
far for me to reach my volume.
Oh, okay. So
Check.
he.
Is that better? Hello, check. Did I come
Well,
down?
we'll know next time, but you
That
should
does
turn it down a
sound-
little
yeah.
bit from
I'll
that.
turn it
yeah.
down a little bit next time.
Okay.
Thank you for that.
Still sounded good.
So
Okay,
have they got the stage area completed at Love and War, or are we going to be at a table again?
Oh no, they finished the. Well, he said they would be. That would be finished out there.
Okay.
Now I don't know about the stage area. I mean, I don't know what they've changed out there, but it's enclosed.
Okay.
And it was actually enclosed last time, but it just wasn't open. You know, they weren't
Right,
finished
okay.
refinishing it or something. So he said it was going to be finished in 2 weeks when we talked to him last time.
Well,
So
if you've ever seen the movie The Money Pit, you know what 2 weeks means. All right.
well.
Well, I guess it's back around to me then. This is a song I co-wrote with about half a dozen other guys at my first songwriters workshop.
Holy crap.
It's
How come I can't? I'm trying to get you, Keith, and I can't find you.
I'm here.
I see. I put all three of you on. Let's see. I
Yeah,
removed
I'll get-
Barbie, and now I'm removing Steven. And that will remove. And that leaves, there you
Hey,
are,
there
Keith.
you are.
Sorry
There I
for
am.
the introduction.
No problem. No
interruption.
problem.
You figured it out. You're doing it for Keith because his eyes are bad tonight, right? Yeah.
This is a love song to Stemmons Freeway. Stuck in traffic on I-35. I'm sitting dead still when I want to drive. The tires seem to melt cause it's so darn hot. I'm sweating like a pig because my AC's shot. I'm choking on fumes from an old Dodge Ram. Lord, please save me from this traffic jam. Just sitting there staring at the other cars when the dude in the Dodge grabs an old guitar. A mother in a Mercury has a mandolin. A banjo player in a Bentley joined right in. A bass player bounded from a Chevy van. Hey, it looks like they're gonna have a traffic jam. It's played real loud in the key of G that made us all forget about our misery. The people sang around in a joyous tone, with a state trooper rapping in his megaphone. Well, they kept on playing for song after song. I grabbed my old blues harp and wailed along. The jam had cleared, all the people stayed, making life's lemons into lemonade. So if you get stuck, here's a different plan. Thank the Lord above and have a traffic jam. Well, you better be ready, you know I am. Oh, thank God we had this traffic jam.
So who is Stemmons named after? Was he a mayor too?
I can't remember. I think it was John Stemmons, but he was either a mayor or a political contributor, or I know Julius Sheps had a dairy, so I don't know.
And R.L. Thornton, I'm pretty sure, was a mayor.
And Harry Hines was the Department of Transportation, or actually Highway Department head.
Oh, that must have been back in the 20s or something.
That was a long time ago.
Yeah.
So,
That was back in Bonnie and Clyde days.
yeah. You could work that into your Bonnie and Clyde song, maybe.
I guess I could.
Okay. Well.
Oh, hello.
Okay, that's my brother. I'll call him back. Anyway. And Barbara, it looks like you're next. So
Yep.
take
Okay.
it away.
Thank you, Keith. I'm trusting Bill to. I'm going to use the drums and the keyboard right now. Got my keyboard split, got a little bass happening and the piano. Well, it's Tuesday. Everything is on tonight. I'll be taking off and rolling. Ain't no stopping you from holding me tight. I'll be kissing you from head to toe. Move over when the whistle blows. On Tuesday, yeah, it's Tuesday. Everything is on tonight. I'll be putting up my get up and the black dress that is split up to my thigh. Stepping in the Eldorado Cafe, where my baby's gonna rock me away. On Tuesday, only on Tuesday, never any other day. Not even on a Wednesday, Friday, or a Monday does it feel this way. Only on Tuesday. Only on Tuesday. All right, I got my days mixed up there. I can't keep my days straight anyway. Why just Tuesday? You wonder who I'm seeing on the side. I never said I wasn't taken. Guess my silence was the making of a lie. But it ain't you that I've been cheating on. But I'm proud to be your number one. On Tuesday, only on Tuesday, only on Tuesday, never any other day. Not even on a Wednesday, Friday, or a Sunday does it feel this way. Only on Tuesday, only on Tuesday, only on Tuesday, only on Tuesday.
Yeah. If I didn't have two left feet, I'd have been up and dancing about on that one.
Oh, the drum machine helps.
Oh,
I keep seeing my ring light. Oh no, it's the screen on the computer is in my glasses, coming back and look like a ghost or something.
all right. And next up, we have Ace Pounder.
All right. I'm going to stay with my theme. Like I said, I've written a bunch about what's going on. And This was one of the most remarkable quotes I've ever heard. I always tell people this is the most Texan thing somebody has ever said who wasn't from Texas. But this is called I Need Ammunition, Not a Ride. When they asked President Zelensky if he would like to run away far from the raging battles to somewhere much more safe, he shook his head and smiled a bit, and then he said with pride, I need ammunition, not a ride. I need ammunition, not a ride. I've got my AK-47 right by my side. We'll beat that slime ball Putin, and we'll do it with grit and pride. I need ammunition, not a ride. Send us guns and Stinger missiles. Send us Texan tanks. Ukraine is standing for human freedom. Please give us more than thanks. I need ammunition, not a ride. I got my AK-47 right by my side. We'll beat that slime ball Putin, and we'll do it with grit and pride. I need ammunition, not a ride. I need ammunition, not a ride. There.
Have you done your ancestry, Seth?
No, actually, believe it or not.
Wow.
But I do know that my grandmother was born in a town in what's now Ukraine, for sure.
I thought
don't
you
know
were.
about my grandfather.
I really had a feeling that you were from Ukraine and
Well,
maybe.
definitely from that part of the world, for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah.
Yeah. So Ukraine and Poland and some of that other areas were called
Right.
used to be part of Russia, but it was called the Pale of Settlement.
That's right. That's
Yeah.
right.
Hmm.
That's right. Tough place to grow up.
But it's the breadbasket, isn't
Yeah, yeah,
It's like the breadbasket. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they produce a huge amount of grain in the world, which of course is one of the horrible things that the Ruskies are doing is,
People are starving.
yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Oh, God, unbelievable. Anyway,
That evil Putin.
yeah.
All right. Well, now it's time for Mr. Bill Martin.
Here I am.
There, Bill.
I'm working on it.
Where's
on
your
it.
ancestry from, Bill? Let me get you here in the spotlight. Add to spotlight. There he is.
Where is my ancestry from? Tennessee, Kentucky, Texas.
You don't know how far you
I
go
don't know
back.
how far back
do
it
you-
goes.
is it-
you know,
England or whatever.
I would guess probably England.
Martin, that sounds English.
I'm Austrian, French, English, Scottish, Irish, Cherokee.
Cool.
Wow.
Very cool.
Depending on
mutt.
what time of
They're g-
year my great-great-grandfather moved to Texas, we may be descended from the Republic of Texas. He moved here when he was 9, and while he was 9 was when statehood occurred. So we don't know if he moved here before or after statehood. So
Oh.
But family is basically.
And was that a Dodson or a different name?
That was Key.
Key. Okay.
So.
Well, maybe you're a descendant from the writer of our national anthem.
Well, my great grandfather was Francis M. Key, so who knows?
Yeah, who knows? Oh well, I guess Bill's got the spotlight. We
It's
probably
time
should
for
have.
Bill. Well, actually, I think everybody but Stephen and I have, or no, everybody, Stephen and Wayne.
Spotlight scattering around.
Everybody on. Yeah,
Somebody
get
get control of
everybody
that
on.
spotlight.
Well, I don't know what to say. I want this to sound right, and here goes. Somehow I knew it was wrong, but Lord God, I tried and I failed. It's bringing me down. We didn't last very long. Our feelings were strong and unveiled. It's bringing me down. Lovers lost in time. Where's my lady? Was she ever mine? But she didn't know, and neither did I.
Very nice. Was that open D tuning? I guess I'll have to wait for the answer on that.
You have to
it
ask
is.
it again.
I'll have to ask it again. Was that open D tuning?
It's actually open G, but then dropped another step and a half below that.
Okay. Okay.
The low E here is actually a B. And the
Okay.
A is actually an E. So it would be a G chord, only dropped a full step below and then another half step below that. So it goes all the way from G down to E.
Wow. Okay.
I only did that to try to accommodate my voice.
No problem with that.
Yeah, it would have been too high to do the G, but originally it was G.
I'll always pick the key that sounds best with your vocal.
Try, yeah.
All right. And next we have Wayne Gathwright.
Beautiful in there, in that song, Bill.
Thank you.
Okay. I watched today walk away, battle worn and scarred. Head down, limping with eyes dull and hard. Her youth and promise left in the dust. Betrayal of my heart's eager, foolish trust. As she passed, a shadow stirred and stepped into the light. Tomorrow had been waiting all through the night. So confident and beautiful, a brilliant piercing ray. She would not wreck my life, unlike today. I'll give tomorrow hopes and dreams that today never achieved. It was all her fault, our clever schemes. At least that's what I believe. Tomorrow is my new love, the one I will adore. She'll hurry my accomplishments unlike the one before. All my plans she'll understand, I'll give them all to her. Who cares about today and the trouble she incurred? I'll give tomorrow hopes and dreams that today never achieved. It was all her fault, our clever schemes. At least that's what I believe. As today walked away, she spoke to the arrival. Good luck with him, I pray for your survival. He wasted my time, and before it he knew nothing was accomplished, and today was through. I'll give tomorrow hopes and dreams that today never achieved. It was all her fault, our clever schemes. At least that's what I believe. And that is what I'll believe tomorrow. Tomorrow.
Very nice, very nice. And now it's time for Dr. Steve one more time.
All right. I turned my volume down. I hope I didn't overcorrect. But maybe I did, who knows. So this song, I just literally finished writing it this past week, so it's brand new. And the plan for this song is to go outside my comfort zone, and I'm going to try to do a collaboration with some members of the Fort Worth hip-hop community to try and put either some rap down or some urban background for the vocal or for the chorus. But this is the bare basics. Normally this, again, this song would have like either a guitar solo or a little section of rap, so this will be a little bit shorter version. But the concept behind the song is it's called Who Is on the Outside? And the answer is we are. Because basically, we don't control politicians. We don't know what industry is going to do. We can't control gas prices. We're on the outside, but we're all on the outside together. So it's kind of a unity song. And that we just need to call it all party together. But anyway, here's the bare basics of it, of just finishing it, called Who Is on the Outside? I don't know what politicians are gonna do. I'm pretty sure they don't care about me or you. I can't control all those industry CEOs. I have no say in where all that money goes. Who is on the outside? We are. Who is on the outside? We are. Who is on the outside? We are. I don't understand all this traffic jams. The world is full of people who don't give a damn. I'm not among the sharks trying to make a mark. Like you, I'm pretty much living in the dark. Who is on the outside? We are. Who is on the outside? We are. Who is on the outside? We are. Who? Can we agree to what we see, to what we hear? But the truth's not clear. I can't tell if the stock market will rise or fall. Gas prices, I have no control at all. But I can play guitar, make up a tune, sing it to the sun, or howl at the moon. Who is on the outside? We are. Who is on the outside? We are. Who is on the outside? We are. Who? And that's the basics of the song.
All right. Always love to be the first to hear the new work.
Yeah, well, I mean, this is why I joined this organization, is because I can take my new stuff, throw it out there, kind of tweak it a little bit, and get it ready for the next stage. And I always encourage, as I try to be an ambassador and encourage all the other musical people that I come in contact with, that this was an important part of my evolution as a musician and ultimately a songwriter and band member. And whatever happens, but it's certainly, this is a part of it. So there you go.
It's a very important part of it. I guess it comes back around to me. And let's see, we'll just... It was early afternoon with a dark and cloudy sky south of Hugo, Oklahoma, in the middle of July. Benny Scott was staring at a red spot on his screen with purple in the center. The sight looked really mean. If he could get there in 2 hours, he might catch an awesome sight of it crossing Lake Eufaula in the early evening light. Perhaps an EF5 tornado reaching to the ground, ripping up the real estate and throwing it all around. He wasn't seeking thrills, he only wanted to make 'em proud, to be the front runner to the monster from the clouds, chasing all the storm fronts out on those open plains, hoping the folks in Hugo would recognize his name. The middle child of 3, Benny never seemed to clear the bar he felt his family held up so high and dear. Little brother was an athlete, a high school football star. Big sister was in med school, she was really going far. Well, he thought he was an also-ran man who never won, 'cause Benny never led the pack at anything he'd done. Then one day on the TV screen he saw that fateful show of people running around the country chasing tornadoes. He wasn't seeking thrills, he only wanted to make 'em proud, to be the front runner to those monsters from the clouds, chasing all the storm fronts out on those open plains, hoping the folks in Hugo would recognize his name. Well, he loaded up his gear and he started on his drive. He got there around 4:30, the storm front came at 5. Well, he hoped to take a photograph like no one has before. He barely had his tripod set, the wind began to roar. 30,000 feet of thunderheads reaching to the sky, and then he saw the funnel from the corner of his eye. He focused on his prey, he never looked around. He didn't see the billboard that was ripped out of the ground. Well, this tempest was spectacular as it danced about. Benny never saw it, 'cause he was bleeding out. The remnants of that billboard, it struck him in the head. Benny Scott lay on that Oklahoma prairie dead. Back down south in Hugo, his family and friends had gathered there to mourn the news of Benny's tragic end. Why did he have to run away and chase that old cyclone? Did he not know how precious that his presence was at home? He wasn't seeking thrills, he only wanted to make 'em proud, to be the front runner to those monsters from the clouds. He didn't know the love he craved was there all of the time. The ones he left behind him, they were like his own gold mine. Oh, the love he craved was there all of the time. All right, thank you very much. And now it's time for Barbara.
Poor Oklahoma. I mean, they get it a lot, you know. They do. It's good for storm chasers, but not for people that live there, because they
They're
get
right in the bullseye.
They are. That's the spot right there. Sure. Righty. I'm gonna go do a song I haven't done here in a while. Just trying to let's see how this works. It's called Ambush. Countless nights you're hanging with my crowd. Time comes, you let it slip. Above the roar I heard out loud. Flirting words smoking from your lips. Just can't make a move when we're all alone. No need to wait for my approval, honey. Let's get down on our own. Ambush love, I know you're aiming to be my ambush, waiting for an opportunity. Come on now, give it to me. Ambush love, ambush love. Doorman rounded up the strays. Time comes, you can't get a drink. Friends gather down at Mom's Cafe. From behind the menu, you shoot a wink. Just can't make a move when we're all alone. No need to wait for my approval, honey. Let's get down on our own. Ambush love, I know you're aiming to be my ambush, waiting for an opportunity. Come on now, give it to me. Ambush love, ambush love, ambush love, ambush love. Hot nights hanging at the pool. You've been coming round here for years. Now what you saying, you can be so cool. Your whispers ricochet off my ear. Just can't make a move when we're all alone. No need to wait for my approval, honey. Let's get down on our own. Ambush love, I know you're aiming to be my ambush, waiting for an opportunity. Come on now, give it to me. Ambush love, ambush love, ambush love, ambush love. It sounded like
I
a
really
bad.
like that last chord.
Sounded like a bad horn. I swear that was a real challenge.
That was
I
done well.
I had my hands 2 octaves apart playing, and it seemed like the organ. I looked up and the red light was going off in the interface. The organ was way too loud, and I don't think I've been playing the organ on this keyboard on Wednesday night, so I need to look into that.
Did anybody else think it was too loud? I didn't.
Sounded fine to me.
No, okay.
I'll bet on the playbacks it'll sound fine too.
It probably will sound funny.
No, I don't know.
Let's see.
Great.
It's
Now
so
it's time for
critical, you
Mr. Ace Pounder.
All right. Well, I'm going to stick on the theme that I established.
Is
but
that
yeah.
Texas?
No,
The
no,
Texas
this
theme?
is-
Oh, this is
This is
protest theme.
Well, I'm not protesting. I'm just talking about what's going on in Ukraine.
Ukraine.
Because I've written a lot about it, because it does. Maybe you're right, Barb. Maybe it's the fact that, Zelensky, my whatchamacallit, the grandfather, not my biological grandfather, but the person I grew up with as my grandfather's name was Zalutsky,
Oh.
who had been dragged into the Russian army in like 1914 or something like that.
Oh, wow. Now that's something
So,
there.
I mean, who knows?
Yeah.
Maybe we lived in my folks lived in the same village back then.
Uh-huh.
But yeah,
Yeah.
it just really affects me.
It's amazing how many people in the United States are from that area. And how many people are cousins that don't know that they're cousins. Do you ever watch that show, Finding
yeah.
Your Roots?
Is wonderful.
They're always finding people who are from the Pale Settlement, and it's because there was a great migration from there when Russia tried to kick them all out.
Right.
And they had to go somewhere.
My
and I guess
grandparents got out of there as fast as their little legs. They literally walked across Europe and came to America through a German port. So they had nothing, and so you got to figure, starting out in Ukraine, what's now Ukraine, and walking across to Germany to get. I mean, you have to be really desperate. You have to be really desperate.
Yeah. Then they were.
They were.
But they came to America and found a new life.
Oh, yeah. My grandparents, and this is something that they show on that show too that I think is interesting, and it's true in my family. My grandparents, they were born the day they came to America. They never told us anything. We just picked up little tiny bits and pieces because they didn't want to talk about it. My grandfather, when he came here, was Avram, and when he came to the United States, he became Al, and his wife was Cyril, and she became Jenny, because they wanted to be Americans, and that was the most important thing in the world to them.
They wanted to blend in.
Yeah. They wanted. They believed in the country. They wanted to be part of it.
Right. It gave them a new. For centuries, people had been suffering there in that area. Yeah. So it was definitely a new life for them in America.
Yeah. They're grateful. I'm telling you, my grandparents' generation was very grateful.
And I don't blame them for not wanting to talk about the depressing oppression that they suffered through.
Right. Yeah. It happened, in a lifetime ago, and I don't want to think about it. I want to think about how great it is to be an American. And that's what it was. But anyway, this is because this is about the refugees. It always breaks your heart when you see those pictures. I used to be a businessman. I used to be a cook. I used to take my lunch breaks with a sandwich and a book. But now I am nothing. There's something I would never hope to be. I am a refugee. Refugee. What a strange name for me. I lived a life as wholesome, as hopeful as can be. Now I'm just a refugee. I do not want your pity. I need your help, my friend, to stand up to barbarity and make this madness end. So let democracies stand together as people moral and free. help the refugees. Refugees. What a strange name for me. I lived a life as wholesome, as hopeful as can be. Now I'm just a refugee. For all the refugees.
Yeah,
Thank you, Fritz.
very nice. And now we have Bill Martin.
Oh, thank you. And I come up with another song that I've played 1,000,000,000 times before, and I'm gonna play it again tonight. Since you've been gone. Oh, hold on, let me. Good job. Since you've been gone, I've been missing you so. I can't go on, nowhere to go. I can't be strong, can't be alone. I've been loving you so long, and now I'm on my own. Why don't you come back home? Been loving you so long, can't bear to be alone. I've been losing my mind. You're simply the best one a man could ever find. Curled up in bed in the afternoon, covers over my head. I gotta get up soon. I can't be strong, can't even answer my phone. I've been loving you so long, and now I'm on my own. Why don't you come back home? I've been loving you so long, I can't bear to be alone. I've been losing my mind. You're simply the best one a man could ever find. I lost my way, and they say my reasoning too. Oh, I can't say, you know it's true. No, I can't stay, but I can't go. My skies are gray, can't face my day. I need you so. Why don't you come back home? I've been loving you so long, can't bear to be alone. I've been losing my mind. You're simply the best one a man could ever find. Since you've been gone, I've been missing you so. I simply can't go on, nowhere to go. Why don't you come back home? I've been missing you so. I've been losing my mind. You're simply the best one a man could ever find. You're simply the best one a man could ever find. You're simply the best one a man could ever find. I don't know what came over me.
It was the echo of the amplifiers ringing in your head.
Rock and roll came over you, man. Embrace it.
All right, and now it's time for Wayne Gathwright.
Two hearts pounding as we're rounding the curve at the top of the hill. Her long hair flying as we're riding bikes, kicking dust round our wheels. She laughed at everything I do, but I had no clue she had a crush on me. Just two country kids, everything we did was making memories. Friends forever, pinky swearing we would never be apart. Who would know once we'd grow and we'd steal each other's hearts? Forevermore. At my cousin's wedding, I was getting that look that she gave me from the door. Then I realized those eyes were seeing me differently than before. Two hearts pounding, confounding the line between lovers and friends. With that girl on the bike that swore allegiance to the end. Friends forever, pinky swearing we would never be apart. Who would know once we'd grow, we'd steal each other's hearts forevermore. We've built our home as we've grown, every step along the way. My love grew stronger and I grew fonder of her each and every day, every day. Sometime we reminisce how we miss those days we had way back when. Time has moved on, those days are gone, but we're still friends forever to the end. I feel your pinky swear as we share the promise that shaped our destiny. We'll be together now and forevermore throughout eternity. Just you and me will always be friends forever, pinky swearing we would never be apart. Who would know once we'd grow, we'd steal each other's hearts forever and evermore. Forever and evermore. you. Appreciate it.
All right, I guess I'm next. So, this will actually have to be my last one. I got to get going, but it's been fun jumping on here with you guys again. This is an old favorite of mine. It's called "Shoulda Kissed You," and it's about that person you could have hooked up with in college but chickened out. But it's also a metaphor for missed opportunities. So it's called "Shoulda Kissed You." I missed you, could have had you. Should've just reached out and grabbed you, but I missed you. I should've kissed you. I should have just kissed you. So now we found ourselves alone. After partying and driving you home, and I was blown away. Then you asked me if I would stay. So we lay here side by side, but all we did was talk all night.
Thank you, Steve. Appreciate you
See you,
coming
buddy.
tonight.
Pleasure. Y'all have a good rest of the evening.
You too.
Good to see you again, Stephen. And that brings us back to Keith.
Back to me. Whoop. Okay. All right. Well, I had something pop up in my Facebook history today. It said, here's your post from the past, and it looks like it was the very last Dunn Brothers open mic that the DSA did back in 2020.
Mm-hmm.
So I probably did this song at that open mic.
Oh, wow. I miss Dunn Brothers.
I do too. I think last I heard they were closing at 6. They just couldn't get the people or something like that.
Right. They closed. Yeah. That when they opened up after COVID, they only stayed open in the middle of the day. They didn't stay open at night. And they haven't. Alan was by there the other night. He said they haven't opened yet back up at night.
That's a shame. That was my first DSA open mic, probably back in 2019. So.
It was a cool place.
It was.
Mm-hmm.
Rattlesnake Rita was a cattleman's daughter. She danced with a rattler that she found near Sweetwater, just a strutting the stages of the great Lone Star State. But dancing with a diamondback is dancing with fate. Now dance, Rita, dance. You know it seems such a strange circumstance. Oh, you look so demure with your reptile de jour, but you're taking a terrible chance. Yes, you're taking a terrible chance. Now Dimebox Danny fell in love with sweet Rita. Well, he saw her on the stage. Well, he just had to meet her. He stood at the stage door that very same night. When Rita saw Danny, it was love at first sight. Now sway, Rita, sway. Oh yes, it looks like true love's come your way. But a serpent gets jealous when you're out with other fellas. He could come back and bite you someday. Yes, he'll come back and bite you someday. And the stars in the West Texas sky smiled down on the love now arising like a new butterfly. Oh, they strolled down the lane. That viper was quicker. He wrapped round Rita's leg just to try and to trip her. Rita, she stumbled, she fell on her fanny, and as she went down, that old snake bit poor Danny. Now cry, Rita, cry. Oh, dear Lord, don't let poor Danny die. But the toxic old venom, well, it was already in him. He was bound for the sweet by and by. Yes, he's gone to the sweet by and by. Well, that is the end of my tragic little story. Rita's in mourning, Danny's gone to glory. And of that Ophidian the people did dread. Well, they grabbed that slimy varmint and they cut off his head. Now learn, yes, Rita, learn. These toxic relationships burn. Well, it's all black and white with companions that can bite. Some bridges you just have to burn. Yes, some bridges you just have to burn. Thank you, thank you. And now we have Barbara McMillen. This, I think, is our last go around.
That's such an easy story to close your eyes and visualize. You know, they found an alligator in was it New York or Chicago? Somewhere.
In New York and Brooklyn.
Okay, in New York and Brooklyn. And he was emaciated and could hardly move because it was so cold. They're trying to revive him, and they put him in, took him to the zoo, right? And they're trying to revive him. This poor alligator. I don't know. He was like 4 foot long, so if he was a pet, somebody had him for quite a while. Poor guy.
I don't know if they're urban legends or not, but there's, stories of them being found in the sewers in New York where people come back from Florida and then they get too big and they flush them down the toilet.
Down the toilet, and there they are. Well, I think this is one they hadn't found any in a while, and so they were surprised to find this one. There's I saw on Google today that there's some kind of good star gazing the next few days, and it has to do with what, Jupiter and is it Venus and the sickle moon or something? I don't know.
Yes, all three.
Is that right? Yeah. So they're all going to be clustered together in the right after sundown in the, is it the western or eastern sky now? I forgot. I'm such a dingbat.
Probably western sky in the evening or in the eastern in the morning.
Right
or something
it's right
like
after
that.
sunset anyway,
Okay.
whatever. But anyway, I might get out there if I don't forget.
Where's the fifth dimension when you need them?
No, I know. You're right, Keith. They're all, God, they all might be dead by now. Who knows? I like to co-write, and this is a song that Paul and I co-wrote together a few years back. I saw your best friend at the movie yesterday. He said that you're a mess now since you went away. Didn't turn out as good as you thought it would to be free. Well, it took you leaving for me to start believing you're the only one for me. I lay awake at night just thinking what to say and what I should have said to try and make you stay. Could have switched the track and get you back home to see me beg your forgiveness. Be easier to live with, 'cause you're the only one for me. I've been busy writing on that wall of love's regrets. I've been memorizing all these double lines I only seem to forget. Let's tear down that wall. We can talk through it all. 'Cause you're the only one. 'Cause you're the only one for me. Now I know that things aren't always black and white. And in most cases, there is no wrong or right. Our trials have shown that we should go on trying and be a bit more compromising, little less criticizing. 'Cause you're the only one. 'Cause you're the only one. 'Cause you're the only one for me.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Thank you.
And now, next, we have Ace Pounder.
As we move from the sublime to the ridiculous, ladies and gentlemen, I will be. This is my last of the songs dealing with the current situation, and the theme of this song is taken from a speech delivered in Dr. Strangelove by Slim Pickens, where he tells the assembled crew that it's nuclear war, we're going toe-to-toe with the Ruskies. So this is called Toe to Toe with the Ruskies, and it's based on the idea of someone waking up and from 1955 and well, the rest of it's self-explanatory. Well, I woke up from a nap like Rip Van Winkle, who fell asleep in 55. The TV news was on. It was blaring about the Ruskies. It was Ruskies, Ruskies, Ruskies all the time. The Russian tanks are moving on Central Europe, and we must lend a hand. It feels so damn familiar, like bringing back the band. We're going toe to toe with the Ruskies. We'll beat those commie rats. it feels just like the 50s, with different shoes and hats. They are again a menace. We're gonna kick them in the pants. We're going toe to toe, we're going toe to toe, we're going toe to toe with the Ruskies. We're going toe to toe, we're going toe to toe, toe to toe with the Ruskies. We're going toe to toe, we're going toe to toe, toe to toe with the Ruskies. Well, I started looking around for John Foster Dulles and maybe even Ike. Where are Nixon and Kennedy warning us what the Ruskies are really like? Beside the people of Ukraine, we will stand and gladly take the chance to stand up to the Russian bully and kick Putin in the ass. We're going toe to toe, we're going toe to toe, toe to toe with the Ruskies. We're going toe to toe, we're going toe to toe, toe to toe with the Ruskies. little flourish on the ending never hurt anything, right? A little whipped cream or whatever. That's the first time I've ever done that with the June Taylor dancers, so that was very cool.
Oh, I'll give it a 10. I can dance to it.
Target distance 6 miles. Roger, 6 miles. Added transponder.
Yeehaw! Yeehaw! I just had to do that one there.
All righty.
Okay.
Good one.
And now we have Bill Martin.
That was from the movie where he's
Dr. Strangelove.
yeah,
where
he's riding the
atomic bomb down,
Yeah,
swinging his
down
hat.
to-
And,
that's
yeehaw!
right.
That's where that line came from.
Yeah.
Thermonuclear combat toe to toe with the Ruskies.
I love that, man. That's just so good.
think
Thank
we-
you. Really, thank you, man. I really appreciate it.
I think we lost Bill. Did we lose Bill? There
Bill,
he is.
There he
There
is.
he is.
All right, let's see here. Let's see. Someday soon, but I don't know when, we'll be no longer where we've been. I can't say when, I can't say how, but you better be ready, I'm telling you now. Here's my warning, short and sweet. The one who saves you're going to meet. I can't say when, and I can't say how, but you better be ready, I'm telling you now. 7 whole years in the tribulation, the covenant broken in the nation. Halfway through, it'll terribly dawn, and they may see that Holy Spirit. The salt and light is gone. Believers alive will be taken up, and those who remain will drink the cup. I can't say when, and I can't say how, but you better be ready, I'm telling you now. Knees will bow and tongues confess. Jesus is Lord, you'll be cursed or blessed. I can't say when, and I can't say how, but you better be ready, I'm telling you now. 7 whole years in the tribulation, they'll drink the cup of indignation.
Halfway through it'll terribly dawn, and they may see that salt and light is gone. Here's my warning, short and sweet. The one who saves you're going to meet. I can't say when and I can't say how, but you better be ready, I'm telling you now. Knees will bow and tongues confess. Jesus is Lord, be cursed or blessed. I can't say when and I can't say how, but you better be ready, I'm telling you now. Halfway through it'll terribly dawn, and they may see that salt and light is gone.
Right. And now we're ready to close out our evening, I guess, here. And we have the incomparable Wayne Gathwright.
Hi. This is a breakup song, but it is, I guess, a good breakup song if there's such a thing. I've come to realize I don't need you anymore. You've been nothing but sorrow and pain. I should have written this letter before, 'cause I don't want to see you again. Dear heartache, you've been with me too long, and I found somebody new. My true love, what I've been dreaming of, sincerely over you. My companion at every bar in town, telling me that true love was a lie. I can't rise up when you're keeping me down, so I'm writing to tell you goodbye. Dear heartache, you've been with me too long, and I found somebody new. My true love, what I've been dreaming of, sincerely over you. But I find it hard to say goodbye after all that we've been through. This time I realize there's no room in my heart for you. Dear heartache, you've been with me too long, and I found somebody new. My true love, what I've been dreaming of, sincerely
Wow. I'd planned to comment about how much I love your love songs, and then you make a really heart-wrenching song of heartache, and it's got
Thank you.
got the same power.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Yeah. Well, anyway, that I believe does it for the evening. Remember, we have Love and War tomorrow night, and this is the Dallas Songwriters Association. We are here every Wednesday night on Zoom. Please join us every Wednesday from 7 to 9 p.m. Central Standard Time, or Central Daylight Savings Time come this summer. But also, you can see us live tomorrow night at Love and War in Texas in Plano, Texas. And we'll be there from 7 to 9 as well, or maybe a little after 9. So please come join us if you can. And anything else, Barbie?
I think that's it. Let's have a look at everybody and we can wave us goodbye. See y'all next week.
And
Bye,
push that little red
everybody.
button.